Good morning, my lovelies. It's Monday the 2nd of January and this is kind of like my first official video. I've sort of been between making them. I made one of me putting on my makeup and sort of my daily routine, but it was 20 minutes long because I was talking so much. So I sort of thought I'd cut it down and show you what I use and then sort of go on to some other things like brushes, just sort of introduce myself to you all, you lovely people. Right, so first things first, foundation, that's kind of like the first layer or whatever. I have really pale skin, as you can kind of probably tell, and I find it quite difficult to get foundation that matches my skin colour. So at the moment I've got NYC's Natural Matte Foundation in 001 Ivory. This was actually a filler foundation because I had some NARS which was just too yellowy for my skin. And I just finished some Benefit, would not repurchase it. Some Kind of Gorgeous is not good on my skin at all. I'll go into more detail on that kind of thing later, but I bought this and this was $2 or $3.99 and it is really actually quite good. This is the bottle, as you can probably see. It's quite pale, quite nice. I'll swatch a little bit on my finger, but I'm kind of running out, so I could probably do with conserving this as much as possible. Is conserving the right word? That's what it looks like. There, I've got some like eyeshadow swatched on my hand from when I was putting it on this morning. That's what it kind of looks like, and then blended, it kind of just disappears, and it's really good because it's really, really pale, like me. And I'm sure it's good on other colours of like skin as well, which is really good actually for a really cheapish foundation. I mean, I know that you'll sort of watch some videos and they'll be using MAC Studio Sculpt, and hopefully, you know, one day I shall add it to my collection, but for now I'm happy with cheap as chips. Next, sort of on top, I use powder because I get quite an oily T-zone, which is like my nose and that kind of area, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But it's Collection 2000 Perfecting Minerals and it's so worn. This was a bargain as well. I think this was like a cheap sale item, and it's in natural beige, and it's actually surprisingly not the palest colour, but it's really nice. I don't think it's kind of possible to swatch it because it's really loose and it needs blending in really well, but I'm wearing it at the moment, you probably can't see. So yes, what else? Oh, I left it over there. I'll start with highlighter. I only really recently got into highlighter and I got Benefit What's Up, which is a soft focus highlighter for the face. I went sort of shopping after Boxing Day in Oxford Street, and I went into the Benefit store, which is on one of the back streets leading back to Soho. It's near the Jack Wills shop. And it's really good. I went in, they were really helpful, and I said I was looking for a highlighter, and they kind of pointed me in the direction of Moonbeam and High Beam and stuff, but they looked like they were more designed for, I don't know, more olivey toned skin. I'm probably like really wrong because I'm judging a book by its cover or the colour of the product inside the little tubby thing. But I got What's Up and I kind of kept the box because it's really pretty and cute. And this is the product itself. It is quite a champagne-y kind of colour, and I actually really like it because it looks good on my cheekbones, and I'm sure it will look good on other skin tones as well. It's quite a neutral colour. It's kind of like a concealer-y colour in the tube, but it's not at all. I'd imagine on darker skin it would kind of look more as a gold highlight, but on mine it's exactly what it says on the box, if you can see along there. Underneath I've got, oh, let's try it. Okay, so not quite underneath, but underneath the highlight I have got this, and this is like my favourite blusher in the history of time. I mean, I've never used MAC's Peach Melba or whatever, but this is really good. My dad brought this back for me as a present when he went to America, and I was so excited because this is like a hyped up beauty product or something. And I'll swatch a little bit on my hand. That's kind of the colour. It's quite like dollish. It's called doll face, so you kind of imagine it to be. and it's really cute. It's like pink and shimmery and girly, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's not like bright red, and I can't pull off bright red at all. So yeah, I don't typically wear bronzer. I'm going to see if I can try and get into it, so have a look at Chanel Soleil de Tan or whatever, and that looks really nice actually, or NARS Laguna, which is like a loved product by so many people, including loads of my friends. So yeah, what else? Oh, mascara wise, it's either Lash Adapt by No. 7, which is really good. I got this with one of their £5 off vouchers, so it was like £5 or something, or £8, I can't really remember. But that's really good. I'll show you the brush. You can see, very lovely. And then my other mascara is CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. Another present back from America. It's really good. If you can get your hands on it through like eBay or Amazon or whatever, I'd really recommend it. That's really good. I love that. Eyeshadow wise, I only use like a couple of things. I mean, I think today I'm going a bit darker than I would normally, but I've got a No. 7 Mini Beautifier set, which I'll review in another video, and sometimes I use this, which is an Urban Decay palette. I can't remember what it is. It's not the famed Naked palette. I'm going to wait for the Naked 2 to come out in February, which is kind of near my birthday, so fingers crossed. But yeah, I mean, eyeshadow is not really my thing. I only just got into wearing it kind of recently. What else? Oh, lastly, lip stuff. I don't have MAC lipsticks or, I don't know, Tom Ford or Bobbi Brown or whatever. I have my good old Collection 2000 Cream Puff. I think this is quite a cult product. It's a matte lip, and you either love it or you hate it, and personally I really like it because it's pale. It is quite drying on the lips, but I really like it. And that's kind of like my go-to things for every day. Next I was going to move on to like brushes and stuff, so I will grab those. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. The one thing that really annoys me is when you sort of like, you see beauty gurus and things, and all they have is like £40–50 brushes, and their collections all together are sort of stacked nicely, and it's I don't know, it's kind of unrealistic. So I've got some that I was going to share with you. They're not numbered or whatever, but nah. These lot, you can see, I'll hold them like a bunch of flowers so you can all marvel at them. How you doing, Miles? They were a set which was like £8.99 from a factory shop. Not the factory shop, like a factory outlet or something. There's a small angled eye brush, an eyeshadow brush, lip liner brush, eyeliner brush, large angled eye brush, a powder brush. I don't actually use this for powder though. I don't really use it very much anyway. I'll explain why in a minute. A fan brush. I use this with the Collection 2000 Perfecting Minerals. I actually really like it. I think it's kind of a love or hate product again, but it's really soft on the skin, and the shape means you can kind of get like even coverage and sweep more, which I really like. And there is a eyebrow groomer, but to be honest, I think I use that more as an eyelash comb. I don't think I should be, but I don't use eyelash curlers because they kind of scare me. Moving on, my sort of more, I wouldn't say pricey because they're not like expensive, but I've had them for ages and they weren't out of this set. I've got a Royal Enhance Kabuki brush, which is, I don't know, it's quite sort of decent size. I mean, I've seen the size of like the Urban Decay Big Buddha brush or something, and that is huge. So this is just like a nice size for bronzer or whatever. I don't use this for powder because I don't like, I don't know, I could use this for bronzer. I should investigate. And then I have got my probably my priciest brush. It wasn't actually bought by me, it was my mum's. And it's Chanel Beauty. I'd assume this is an eyeshadow brush. I would assume, because I'm not entirely sure because it doesn't actually say on it. I think Mum's got some other brushes that she gave me, but they're at my mum's. So yeah, I don't actually use this often, but it's nice if you want to sort of blend eyeshadow out or something, which is really actually quite helpful. Thank you, Mum. And then lastly, I think this is my favourite brush like ever, is Urban Decay blush brush. This was a present on like my 12th birthday, and I think it does kind of justify the more expensive price because, you know, you have them for so long. You buy one, you need one. You don't need to like collect gazillions of brushes like makeup. It's kind of addictive. But yes, this is hands down my most used brush because I use this for blush or for blending or for sometimes use it for foundation and such. Yeah, so that's kind of like me introducing myself into the beauty something world. Yes, please comment, subscribe, like the video or whatever, or check out my blog and I shall put a link in the subscription below. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'll do an extensive investigation into my makeup bag some other time, or a tag or whatever. So yes, I hope you have enjoyed watching my little video. Yeah, ta-ta!